Premiere Pro CC has a very robust sequence export workflow, allowing you to export your finished video in almost any format. To export your video, make sure that your sequence is loaded into the timeline and that the timeline window is selected. Next, go to the File menu and choose Export, then Media. The export window will open. Leave the settings as they are in the top left of this window, output and source scaling, and let's look at the source range pull-down menu at the bottom. The two options we're interested in for this basic course are entire sequence, which will output your entire edit, and sequence in to out, which will only output what is between in and out points that you've marked on your sequence. I'm going to choose entire sequence. Now let's take a look at the options along the right side of this window. At the very top, there's a checkbox next to where it says Match Sequence Settings. If you check this, you'll notice that almost all of the options below become unavailable. This is because many of those selections are already determined by your sequence. If you look at the Output Summary and Source Info, you'll see all the information about your sequence, such as aspect ratio, frames per second, quality, and audio information. This option will give you the very best quality file that is possible based on the quality of your footage, but it will also be a very large file and can take quite a bit of time to export. So let's uncheck that Match Sequence Settings box and take a look at some of the other options. A really great looking compression format is the popular H.264 format that's often used when you want to put your video up on the web. It's also a much smaller file. So let's take a look at that option. Click on the pull-down menu next to Format and choose H.264 from the list. Just below Format is the preset pull-down menu. You can match your source video at a high or medium bitrate, and you can also choose from a number of popular device and web publishing options. For our purposes here, I'm just going to leave it set to Match Source High Bitrate. Next, I'm going to click on the blue text next to Output Name. A Save As window will open where I can type in a name for my video and choose where I'd like the file to be saved. I'm going to choose my desktop and then click Save. Just below the output name in the export window, make sure that both the export video and export audio boxes are checked. And finally, click Export. A progress bar will appear with an estimated time remaining shown for your export. Now if I hide Premiere and go to my desktop, there's the video file that I just exported with the name that I gave it.